What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Critter Awesomeness, and if you guys are new to this channel, please feel free to smash the like button and that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, and tonight I'll be simulating Game 6 of this first round matchup between the HOU Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. If you're a fan of those teams, feel free to join the Awesomeness Army. It's a very fun community to be a part of. We just do a bunch of sports simulations and just doing some streaming on on this fun baseball community I'm a part of, that I've been a part of actually for close to 5 years now, called Franchise Ball. It's a very fun community for all my Franchise Ball peeps out there. I love y'all. No homo, obviously, but yeah. Those guys are fun to be around, but just wanted to give them a little shout out, and you can also be a part of it too if you love baseball. You can just own your own personal baseball team, and it's a fun time. Yeah. So, and the season only just started too, so it's never too late to join. Just saying. But anyways, we're going to jump right into the simulation, so feel free to let me know in the chat or in the comments down below you guys got me in this game and your score predictions. I'll be checking those out, and without further ado, let's jump right to the action. Let's freaking do this. Let's go.
And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Gotta be geared up for these road games. And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for Houston. Fred VanVleet out there with Gordon. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, they've got Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. And there's Chris. And it's Curry in at the 1. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Hield. There's Chris. Down low. Curry gets the bucket.
Awareness of what the defense is trying to do. Steph plays that one perfectly.
VanVleet left side. Here's Gordon. Yes, that goes in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Curry's shot is good.
Like, you cannot leave Curry alone from anywhere. You got to pick him up at his house if you're a defender. He just rarely misses.
Now here's VanVleet. Outside Gordon. Here's Adams. Nails the baby hook.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Now here's Hield. Left side, Curry. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 7. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Butler. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni, and he talked to his players about not letting Draymond Green get into their heads. Coach told them, no matter what Draymond pulls, don't fall into his trap. We need to stay mentally strong and focused. And that means he wants his players to walk away and not try to match him taunt for taunt. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant, gone. Clay, rehabbing. The Warriors, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, he changes that whole narrative.
Now, here's Adams. Misses in close.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Green passes to Chris. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Adams, the pass to Van Fleet. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 9. Pass to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Houston.
But nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Passes it to House. High post shot. That shot no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. To the inside, Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Here's Van Vliet. And the layup falls.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Warriors leading by 3. Hield with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry is adept at finishing those drives. Defenders never know what kind of shot he's going to throw up, but confident it's going to go in.
Now here's Van Vliet. House kicks to Van Vliet. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. Draymond Green, a modern-day big, and of course we know the impact he has defensively, but for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last 2 seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep a defense honest.
Free throw drops for Green. When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from 3 isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And, of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
Rockets trail by 7. And here is Van Vliet. Dishes it to Gordon. Shoots it up. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Gordon against Butler. Van Vliet, right side. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Here's Hield. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Rockets trail by 5. Now Gordon. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Now here's Van Vliet. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got 6.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Lee passes to Butler. And that one is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 7. Van Vliet kicks to Gordon. The Warriors pull it in.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Lee passes to Curry. They double team Curry. Outside, Green. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets trail by 7. Van Vliet outside. There's the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Gordon. From past the arc, it drops for his 2nd made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Gets 1 to fall, but only his 2nd make in the first 7 attempts.
Lee passes to Curry. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here is House. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. From deep 3-point range. And Lee pulls it down. Warriors leading by 4. Now here's Green. Covington with it. Here is House. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Robert Covington. McLemore has come in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Gordon. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 4. Here's Poole, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Butler. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Kind of a simple job for Looney out there, but he's willing to do it. Gets into the middle and fights for that board.
Pass to Tucker, and here's McLemore. Looking for Adams, he gets it there. McLemore with the ball. Looney on him. 4 on the clock. For 3, Van Vliet in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Here's Poole, covered by Van Vliet. There's Lee with the 3. No good there. And the Rockets take it the other way. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Houston. That one drops. He ties it up. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Butler after Austin Rivers scored. Outside Butler. Lee outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
.132 left to play in the first quarter. Lee outside. Pass to Butler. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the way up.
Well, Jimmy Butler committed on getting to the inside. The closer he gets, the more damage he can do.
Van Vliet outside. He kicks it to Rivers. Off target from outside. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And it's Butler missing. Houston in the lead. McLemore inside the line. Here's Green. And it's Looney with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 9. In the corner, it's McLemore. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pascal. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Guys, it's been all about Fred Van Vliet for Houston. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back right after this. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
Can't tell you how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of log practicing, but it started with a love for what I could do and just love shooting, love being in the gym with a ball in my hands, and knew from early I was kind of a natural at it, but in order to get to this level and for me to have gotten better, that's the catalyst.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. The NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Green is out there with McLemore. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Tucker in at the 5. Pass to Looney. Golden State moving it around. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Well, Looney knows his role, good at keeping the ball moving and finding the right man for the shot.
VanVleet passes to McLemore. Rivers with it, covered by Lee. And Rivers with the basket on the assist from VanVleet. Rivers has got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. Here's Poole. He's guarded by Rivers. Poole, the pass to Hield. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. To the middle. Here's VanVleet. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hield.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Now here's McLemore outside. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The pass to Hield for 3. Warriors the rebound. Looney. Here's Poole. And that one hits back iron. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's VanVleet. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Poole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good from Lee. And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Rockets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Kicks to McLemore. Right wing. Pass to VanVleet. Now here's Rivers. Here's Green. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And the Rockets lead by 13.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Warriors. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Rockets. Damari Carroll's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for McLemore. And Gordon subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pascal kicks to Curry. And that one, good.
And these quick hitting plays are great for a quick set shooter. Hield scoring.
Rivers against Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Rockets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
A free throw drops for Rivers.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Hield. Outside Curry, over Rivers, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 15 points for Steph Curry.
Where hasn't he scored from? Inside, outside, in between game, driving to the hoop. Steph doing it all right here.
A nice shot by Rivers.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble? Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Here's Hield. No good, shot missing. Gordon with the defensive effort.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Covington with the bucket.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Curry, and he converts the layup. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Outside Covington. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry finds Hield. Now Green. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's Green missing. Houston leading by 13. Curry brings the double. Rivers passes to Gordon. Hits it from three-point range. Gordon's got 8.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Chris kicks to Curry. The 3. No good on that one. And Houston the other way now. Curry with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And it's Green with the jam.
So many guards that have great handles on the offensive end have great hands on defense too. That time, Steph Curry.
To the paint. Here's Carroll. Makes it off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 16.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Golden State. Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Daniel House comes in for Robert Covington. Adams, right side. House kicks to Carroll. Passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here's Rivers. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors trail by 13. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's just working for the better shot. We always talk about in the NBA, good to great, great possession there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. And here is Curry. 20 points for him. Hield outside. A floater, and the layup is good. Hield's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And there's the pass to Gordon. Off the left rim and out. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Rivers. Curry with the defensive effort. The Warriors shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. To the middle. And there's Green on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rivers scanning the floor. He dishes it to Gordon. The feed to Adams. It's good. 6 points for Steven Adams.
Remarkable pass off that pick and roll from EG there. He might have been able to take that shot, but wisely threaded the needle.
Outside Butler. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. Up top, Rivers, guarded by Kerr. 5 to shoot. House kicks to Rivers. Pulls it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. In the corner, it's Healed. Inside. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 9. Out left to the wing. Outside, House. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
The baseline J. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pass to House. Back to Rivers from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
How about Chris using a little bit of muscle to get his way, fighting through the contact that time?
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. McLemore has come in for Gordon. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Rivers. On the free throw, no good.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
And he makes the first. And McLemore drops them both. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Butler. Pass to Poole. And Curry has it in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here is House, defended by Butler. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. House, the pass to VanVleet. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Warriors shooting 47%, pretty solid. On its way from Curry for 2, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Curry with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Poole. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
VanVleet outside. Six on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Fred VanVleet has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 8 assists, and 1 rebound. What did you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed. Wow, I never knew that bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Now VanVleet. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Steph Curry. Green is up there with Chris. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hield in at the 2 spot.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
Curry against VanVleet. Passes it to House. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Pocket 6. Floats one. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
To the inside. Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And Marquise Chris can get up off that floor. Wow.
VanVleet against Curry. VanVleet attacking. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Now the pass to Chris. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Curry looking around. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 27 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
To the middle. Here's Covington. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Green. Beyond the arc. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 6. Down low. Here's Covington. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Pulls it from 20, and it's Golden State with another.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
VanVleet passes to House. Now here's Covington. Guarded by Green. Covington kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
For 3, Gordon. Here's Covington. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. House kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Gordon. And the basket is good. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when Eric Gordon's able to find space and dribble that way, the defense has a hard time and is helpless to stop it.
Butler attacking. There's the steal. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Count it. And now an 8-point Houston lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Some changes here for the Warriors. Eric Pascal comes in for Chris, and it's Damian Lee in for Heel. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tucker's checked in. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Curry against Van Vliet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
The Rockets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. One is off.
Steven Adams does all of the dirty work. I mean, all of it. A defensive anchor, and continues to play with tremendous energy on a nightly basis.
He's off on the second.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
And Butler sends it back.
Butler with great anticipation there and swatting that one away.
And Covington sends it back. The Warriors have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. At the line for 2. And he can't get the first one. Looney's checked in for Green. The Rockets also changing it up. Damari Carroll's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Austin Rivers in for Fred VanVleet. And the second free throw, good. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Curry against Rivers. Outside, Covington. Hands it from downtown. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what Covington is known for. Effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Lee passes to Curry. Stolen by Rivers. Over Curry. A nice shot by Rivers. And it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
You see it. It's just confidence written all over his face. And that's not something that Austin Rivers came into the league with, but has oodles of it now.
Passes it to basket. At the top of the key, Curry. He kicks it to Butler. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Tucker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 14. The dish now to Tucker. It's Covington on the wing. Houston moving it around. There's the triple. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry against Rivers. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That one off the back iron and out.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Curry with the 3. But they get it back. Here's Looney, defended by Covington. Right side, Lee. He gets it in there. Rivers with it. Outside, Covington. Good on the triple. Covington's got 10 points.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
The pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 13 points in just this quarter.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Rivers passes to Gordon. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. And then for Houston, Green comes in for Damari Carroll. And McLemore's subbed in for Robert Covington. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. Here's Looney. Back to Curry. Pass to Poole. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
To the paint. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, maybe not a true point guard, but Austin Rivers is becoming more cognizant of keeping his teammates involved in the action.
The Rockets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
and the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Poole the pass to Kerr. Teardrop shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
The Warriors have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. That's good from Stephen Curry.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
Inside. Got it, and the Houston lead's been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Looney.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Timeout called, the Rockets. House is checked in for the Rockets. Houston leading by 4. And here's Rivers. 14 points for him. And Eric Paschal picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Jeff Green on the wing, defended by Paschal. Rivers kicks to Green. Shot clock at 5. McLemore the pass to House. Here's Rivers. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. A terrific combo guard. Some people are comparing Poole's style to that of C.J. McCollum's.
I don't know if it's that similar, maybe stylistically, but CJ's size and his control are something that right now, I guarantee you, Jordan Poole would love to adopt in his game.
Green against Paschal. High post try. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Yep, it counts.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Timeout called for Rockets.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up, and Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
He's Chris. He's checked in for the Warriors. Buddy Hield comes in for Curry. Rivers dishes to Tucker. Here is House, defended by Pascal. The shot by House is no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Looney, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
There's a minute left to play in the third. Poole, no good. Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Knocks it loose and stolen by Chris. Pascal against Green. Here's Poole. Pass to Chris. Just 5 on the clock. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hield outside. Over McLemore. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Green. Drains it from 17 feet out. Green's got 7 now in this quarter. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Rockets on top. They're up by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Taking a look at the Rockets. McLemore is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Green. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's House in at the 3. Adams, some nice D. Houston in the lead. VanVleet looking around. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Rockets leading by 3. Dishes to Green. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry passes to Green. That one drops for him.
That's a tough one there from Draymond Green. As tough as they come.
And for Houston, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. VanVleet finds Green. Back to VanVleet. The 19-foot shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Pascal. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Adams. Offensive rebound. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Warriors trailing. Healed outside. And the shot is good.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Healed had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. Count it, and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Free throw drops for Jeff Green. Now Hield. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Chris pass to Hield. Here's Pascal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. The Rockets making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Both good from the line that time. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. House kicks to Van Vliet. To the inside. Shoots a fader. Here's Adams. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Chris finds Pascal. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 47 points.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Curry against Van Vliet. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Lee's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for McLemore. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And here's Covington from the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 1-point game. Here's Hield. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's House. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw, no good. Butler, he's checked in for Damian Lee. And he's good on the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Healed outside. Curry against Van Vliet. Shoots. The shot by Curry, no good. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. The drive by Gordon. Overhealed. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Rockets shooting 40% in the fourth. Van Vliet against Curry. Deflected by Green.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 2.
That was a possession where Jimmy Butler just did not settle for the jump shot. Drove right in and came right at the defense.
Van Vliet finds Covington. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Covington's got 11 in the second half. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
House the pass to Van Vliet. Curry brings the double. Here's Gordon. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
For 3, Gordon, and another 3 for Houston.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. They need this. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Van Vliet passes to House. Kicks it to Gordon. Passes to House. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one.
A great pass from Gordon there, leading to the assist.
Healed against Gordon. Here's Curry with the 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now here's Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
they're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Healed outside. Van Vliet against Curry. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Van Vliet against Curry. Covington trying to break free. Basket good. Van Vliet's got 21.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Van Vliet against Curry. Van Vliet kicks to Gordon. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Warriors making a change here. Haskell's checked in. That free throw good from Gordon. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last time out. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Gordon against Hield. Here's the three. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Van Vliet. That one good for two. Van Vliet's got 10 points in just the second half.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
And the pass to House. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Curry. Here's Adams, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Gordon against Hield. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Terrific play by Eric Gordon to force the issue there and get the defense to overcommit on the jump shot.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Gordon against Butler. Step back and squared up. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Down low. And Adams with the slam.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Shoots over Van Vliet. They get it back. And Adams sends it back. Right side Gordon. Van Vliet outside. Adams the pass to Covington. And it's Looney with the rebound. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. It counts, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Gordon against Hield. Gordon goes in. Good D by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Butler, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
It's the first. That narrows the gap to 1.
You don't become this good in this league unless you put in a lot of hard work. And there's some evidence that Jimmy Butler has done that through the years.
And it's tied up with that one.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's team.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon. He can't hit that time. Good D by Heel. Van Vliet against Curry. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. To take the lead. Can't get the three to fall.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And here's Gordon from outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall. As long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game, that we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brent Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Steph Curry scored 63 points for the Warriors. Meanwhile, Van Vliet scored 23 points for the Rockets, and some little shout outs to Eric Gordon for scoring 22 points, and Steven Adams for scoring 20 points. But that was not enough for the Rockets, as the Golden State Warriors defeat the Houston Rockets 130 to 128. Alright, and that will pretty much be the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for tuning to this video. If you guys made it to the end of this video, make sure you guys destroy that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night, and as always, stay awesome.